What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy, Matty B, and we are not coming to you live from St. Louis. I had some things that I had committed to on the home front this weekend, so I did not make the trip. But of course, the show goes on without us, so for today's video, it'll be a quickie, just like when your girlfriend's too hot for you. But today in St. Louis, they had a couple of free practice sessions and an SMX Next makeup race for the race that did not go off in Charlotte. So we'll go over the times from that, we'll see who was fast, see who wasn't. We'll go over the results of the SMX Next race, and then at the end of the video, I've got a one-lap POV from Marshall Welton, 15th fastest time in the 450 class today, and I hope you guys enjoy that because I overnighted in my camera to use for the race, and it wasn't cheap, but content's content, we had no choice, let's get into it. Starting with the 250 class, bad news for the competition, Hayden Deegan on top with a 1:13, closely followed by his teammate Max Anstey. But Max came from the unseeded group. Either way, he was ripping. Then 3 and 4 are the PC boys, Seth Hamaker and Levi Kitchen, followed by Ryder D. We'll get in the top 5 when it's time, and apparently it's time right now. And as I get deeper into this, I don't think I've said it yet, but these times don't count for anything. These were just free practices, but then 6 through 10, we had Daxton Bennick, Joe Shimoda, Nate Thrasher, Drew Adams, and Jordan Smith. Then outside the top 10, we had Cole Davies 11th, a great time from Colin Park in 12th, and then Tom Vial 13th, Austin Fortner 14th, and then my boy Yoder, top 15, right in front of Ty Masterpool. Good to see Marchbank soldiering through an injury. He put in a time good enough for 17th today. And then rounding out the back end of the top 20, you had Maximus Handbrake Voland, Dylan Schwartz, and Cole Thompson. As for the rest, it's all the wild cards, and then Parker Ross down there at the bottom. Maybe he just didn't get in a good lap today. Times didn't really matter anyway. All that matters is when the gate drops tomorrow. Then onto the 450s, we got signs of life from the challengers of Jet Lawrence, Chase Sexton on top with a 112.5, followed by Eli Tomac and Justin Cooper. The whole top 3 in the 112 range, and then 4th is Jet Lawrence with a 113.3, followed by Hunta, 113.5. And remember guys, these lap times aren't good for anything except for maybe a dong measuring contest, but 6 through 10 we got Kickstart Kenny, the somehow steady Eddie RJ Hampshire, and then Cooper Webb 8th, Justin Hill shadowbox to a 9th, and then rounding out the top 10 is Dylan Ferrandis. And then just outside the top 10 we got Joey Savacci 11th, Barsha Rev banging to a 12th, and then we had the unseeded guys in the mix, Derek Drake 13th, Mitchell Oldenburg 14th, and our POV man, Marshall Welton in 15th. 16th was Dean Wilson, not sure if he had to stop for oil again or not. Then it's 7'12", Benny Bloss 17th, Valentin Guillot 18th, 19th is Cody with a T-Shock, and then rounding out the top 20 is Shane McElrath. And then outside the top 20 is all of our wild cards, with the exception of Malcolm Stewart and Mitchell Harrison. Maybe just an off day from Harrison. He'll get there when it's time, but awesome to see that Malcolm Stewart is back in action after going out with injury last weekend in Charlotte. And then we've got our SMX Next main event, the one that was supposed to race in Charlotte, but she never made it off the gate. And from a couple of video clips I saw, this one was pandemonium at the beginning. I saw pileups, kids crashing out of the lead, and everything in between, but it's all part of the learning process. They don't have a choice. But as far as the results go, it was a star racing, and the last name Wood sweep of the podium. The win goes to Caden Manier over Carson Wood and Tiger Wood. Then in 4th, we had the Diesel, not Ryan Dungey, but Diesel Thomas. Owen Koval rounds out the top 5 ahead of Cade Johnson, Riley Bussey, Landon Gibson, who absolutely wadded himself into oblivion in Charlotte. A bit of a bummer ride for Caden Dudney all the way down in the 9 spot, right in front of McCaden Fitch, who gets a top 10 as a B-rider. 11th is Jace Wolf, 12th is the Terminator, Wyatt Thurman, who may have terminated his title chances. And then all the way down in 13th, we had a couple of letdown rides in this one, but a bummer for Enzo Temmerman, 14th Trinity Bachelor, and then Brennan Don't Touch My Drum Set Harrison, Max Shane, Chase Lawton, Landon Hartz, Kane Bolasina, and then rounding out the top 20 was Jaden Wolf. 21st was Christian Merman, 22nd Austin Schaefer. Vincent Way came out guns a-blazing. He got the whole shot, but then weeded it on the first lap and might have weeded it again and only ended up 23rd. And then all the way down at the bottom, Jeremy Fapani and Ryder Malinowski. There had to have been some crashes involved. Not sure if there were any injuries or what, but I hope everybody's all right, and hopefully they can get back after it for double points tomorrow night. But that's it for all the times and the results from Friday in St. Louis. Now we got one lap POV with Marshall Welton during free practice. Hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks again for watching.